I had this teammate one time, Brett Favre. Oh my gosh, Brett Favre. Now, Brett's got some things to work. There's some things to work on, in his personal life, But as a competitor, there's no one better to learn from. My rookie year was 2007, and Brett was still the starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. He was having like a lights out season. So when I was in a practice squad, like I played defense. So like we would, give the offense what you call a look. So we would like model, like the Minnesota Vikings that week, right? So I'd be playing whoever the corner was, Anton Winfield from the Vikings. So, of course, Brett Favre was a quarterback. I was trying to, stop him from completing passes. Sometimes I was successful. A lot of times I wasn't. And let me just say this. Brett did not care about making mistakes. If he thought he could make a throw, he knew he could make any throw, right? And it didn't matter if the guy was covered. It didn't matter if it was like other side of the field. If he wanted it, he was going to get it. Now, he made a lot of mistakes. That man threw a lot of interceptions, right? But he did not care, right? That he'd be like, I throw 3 picks, on, Sunday afternoon. I'll get them next week. Like he genuinely was not fazed about making mistakes. He really did not care. So ultimately, we lost that the NFC Championship game in 2008 to the Giants. He threw a really bad interception that kind of, sealed the game. But we wouldn't have even gotten there if he didn't like ball out that whole year. Now, when you think of Brett Favre, a lot of people think of the interceptions. Some people think of like, his personal stuff, like, some of the things he did in the Jets and, his post-playing career down with that money scheme or laundering scheme down there in Mississippi, whatever he was doing, right? But like, I think of those things too. But like, as a player, when you think about him, the Joker, he took shots. Now, understand, a lot of those shots didn't work. Like I said, he's up there in the all-time interception list. But a lot of them did. He's also in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? He also won a Super Bowl. He also won a couple league MVPs. I remember he said this one time. He was like, let's go. All you can give is your best. You know what I mean? If you give your best and it don't work out, then it don't work out. But don't let it be because like you wasn't at least trying. You know what I mean? And and that's ultimately the takeaway. Like you're gonna throw interceptions in life. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna slip. Like so what? Like try it again. You know what I mean? And get back up there. And get back in the pocket and throw it again. I was in college. I genuinely did not do this, right? I didn't do it. Like, I played to not make a mistake. Not to make plays, right? Not to do something good, but to not mess up. And ultimately, that's no way to play. You know what I mean? That's no way to go about, handling your business. Like, you got to make a play at some point. You got a chance to go do something, a chance to take a shot, not just football, whatever sport, whatever walk of life. Go take that because the opportunity might not be there tomorrow. In fact, it probably won't be there tomorrow, right? So if you got something right in front of you, you want to spit to a girl, something like that, just go for it. You know what I mean? The worst you can be is back in the same position you was. Take a shot.